Hi, my name is Marvel. I'm every musician and conductor and vocalist and composer for Science of Logic. You want to know how to produce electronic metal. I've been a fan of it for half of my life and I've been producing it for a few years now. So if you are into heavy breakdowns, low-tuned chugging guitars and machine gun-like blast beats, you're at the wrong place. So to the three people who are left, I want to invite you to sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy the video. This is how I create a song. Enjoy! Welcome to my beautiful home studio. This is where all the magic happens. We have some acoustic treatment, instruments, gaming consoles, which I rarely use, and beautiful art.
Every fresh piece of art starts with a coffee break.
My songs mostly start with the guitar because the guitar is the backbone of my music. I always want to write some cool riffs that are heavy, that groove a lot, and that are not just 4 bars of 16th notes in staccato palm muted. So my guitar recording process is pretty straightforward. I go out of my pedal board and plug it into the ISO cabinet, which I built myself out of wood. I'm not the only one living here in this house, and I have to do my stuff quietly at a certain time, so this is what I came up with. We have treble at 8, mids at 4, and bass at 7. Gain is at 6.5. So in front of the speaker we have an SM58 that is slightly off center, and that's it. When I can't really get a good riff out of the guitar, I just need some groove sometimes, and usually I program a groove in my DAW, and I try to put a good riff on top of that. Back then I was using a lot of Easy Drummer or MT Power Kit, but I came up with a great idea and sampled my own drum kit. At the end of this phase I have a pair of double track guitars and programmed drums. Then I export the tracks individually and put them on my iPad. From there it starts to get colorful with the electronics. Before I continue, I will have a coffee break. My electronics have a more supportive role. They add this little extra flavor to the instrumental. I like to do bit crush drum grooves in the background, hi-hat stuff, tambourine sounds. I often hear that my synthesizers have a lot of chiptune character, which is not very far from what influenced me back then, because I liked chiptune music back then and I played a lot of Game Boy. They contribute cool melodies to the song, and I love cool melodies. Once everything is done, I merge everything together and throw a rough demo onto my MacBook, go to my practice room, set up the microphones and play the drums. Well, I have to admit, I am not the greatest drummer, but it is certainly enough for the stuff that I do with Conductor. My stuff is about efficient grooves, where every instrument has its space, but in the end they all come together well and are one dense, cohesive entity. I am aware of the fact that the bass guitar connects the guitars and the drums. I just want my bass to sound more organic. So sometimes I just move away from what the guitar does and focus on the kick drum or the snare drum pattern and follow that. I'm not a fan of very clean bass sounds. I like it more dirty, so it really sits in the mix, and it's not about just feeling the bass, but hearing the bass as well, because it's an instrument that is entitled to be heard. I achieve my tone with software solutions. I used Bias Effects for a while. I tried some freeware stuff during the last couple of weeks, and it works.
Then we'll have a coffee break.
It is my hunger I am trying to serve.
Actually, vocals are the last thing that I do for the song, because I need my head to be free. I am my worst enemy when it comes to recording vocals, because I'm never really satisfied.
We're building castles in a congested sandbox, but the bass is sweet.